Oh, look at the sun. We open the space with abundance. We open the space with gratitude.
You good? We welcome y'all. Breath work. Breath is God. We're discussing our Wisdom Wednesdays, discussing our mission. He is going to lead us through the crowdsourcing, the GoFundMe, as we prepare for Foundations for Baobei and our foundations.
For our businesses, for our legacies.
Mm-hmm.
Can you turn down the music really quick? I'm looking for my phone. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. It feels like a spring morning almost. It's warmer today. Just being able to pay attention to the things that we're grateful for, the things that we observe. I'm looking at these branches of this tree, and it's red. Saw a red bird today. As a red car drove by, doing a lot of root work. And going back to the root, being able to share what we're doing with our mission, sharing what we're doing with what our sole purpose is. That's the root of why we do what we do. Everything else falls into alignment with that. Being with our families or learning about ourselves, everything, all of it falls in alignment with our missions. So I'm going to read to y'all our missions so you can know what it is that we got going on, because our mission is the collective mission. We're in attunement with the alignment and the elevation of the fifth dimension. Grand Rising. I'm sharing with y'all what we have going on with our missions, because our missions are our purpose, and our purpose always aligns with our inner being and our inner child. And we know that the inner child is the magic that exists within all of us. And this current system of governance that has been moving through community from a place of extraction, they tap into the inner child, and our goal is to empower the inner child. And so our missions and our visions align with that from our businesses. Because entrepreneurship is just a spiritual in a stand of self-worth. It's a reassessment in relationship to the capitalistic system, and we can use it as a tool to be able to express what our sole purpose is in these times that are now. So, the four businesses we're talking about is Speak Freely Media, Mindset Detox TV Nation, Reimagining Solidarity, and 369 Consulting. So, Speak Freely Media is a part of the Speak Freely Collective. And Speak Freely Media is an intentional international platform that invites people from every discipline, nation, and culture who do the internal work to live their authentic truth with the intention of uplifting their communities. We aim to inspire our communities to be the change that they seek, and we offer unified space for the sharing and creation of knowledge and solutions for our greatest collective challenges. Grand Rising? We're reading about our missions and our visions right now. So I just finished reading Speak Freely Media's mission. I'm going to read Mindset Detox TV Nation's mission. As our businesses are our mission, they're just representations of our life purpose. Mindset Detox TV, the nation, Mindset Detox TV Nation mission and vision is to elevate the minds and souls of 2.7 billion souls, and by providing an edutainment broadcasting network. This intentional network is also the access point to the digital underground railroad and and access to the elevated souls that are actively building out a liberated world. Reimagining Solidarity's mission and vision is to build bridges between communities through education, restorative communications, and asset and resource redistribution. Our intention is to be the bridge between communities traditionally separated by class to balance the scales and redistribute abundance and wealth with equity. 369 Consulting is to assist those desiring to live their dreams and realize their most empowered, self-realized potential by exiting the matrix and living outside of the indoctrination system. The programs offered by 369 Consulting include guidance, mentorship, access to indigenous spirit science knowledge, and safe, brave space to empower the inner child and reprogram the mindset for abundance and liberation. We've been building out our businesses throughout this past tour, and really for our whole lives. It's just that feeling in your soul of you know what your soul purpose is. You know what it is that you desire to emanate within you. And having these knowings and having these remembrances and having the feeling of the ancestors moving through you, all of them. I feel that I've done this for many lifetimes. We've spoken on how we've done this for many lifetimes together. And really, at the core of it is the inner child. The inner child desires to be empowered. It desires to have their own best friend. It desires to be able to express whatever it is that they want to express whenever they want to express it. And we're actively building out a world to facilitate that. I know that us being able to speak that and breathe life into that and really believe that new systems of governance are not only possible but actively being created. We are sovereign beings, and it does require a lot of mental space, a lot of capacity in your mind to remove the programming of remembering our sovereignty. But our sovereignty is inherent. We are able to do whatever it is that we desire to do. And the only reason that we ever think that somebody has power over us is because we allow ourselves to give it to them. And that's not to say that there aren't places and spaces and structures that create opportunities for us to really be tested on that in our physical world. But our physical reality is only 0.01% of all reality. Everything is vibration. Everything is wavelengths. Everything is particles. And it's possible, not only is it possible to reprogram your mind, it is the essence of what we come here to do. in order to be able to do that. I was just reading this today. Um, real, how we define real based on how we feel and how we smell and we taste and we see. Real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain. All the phenomena that exist are interactions or transactions of vibrations with a certain arrangement of neutrons or neurons in the brain. We decode electromagnetic waves and energy into visual and physical experience. So objects in the wave fields absorb wave frequencies of color and reflect them. And what they reflect, we decode and we see as color, and what they absorb, we don't see. All that we visually perceive is reflected light. So physical reality only exists in that form when it's being observed and measured. When it's not being observed and measured, reality remains in its wave field state, and only becomes physical when we look at it. The path comes into existence only when we observe it. And we, as all consciousness, it's not just us. The trees view things, the trees engage with things, the birds can view things. All consciousness experiences itself. So, waves are the foundation, information construct, and particles are their decoded holographic representation, which means that human reality requires an observer to exist because the observer is making it exist in that form in the decoding system in the brain. So everything is a wavelength, everything has particles and wavelengths. And the only reason that we perceive reality is because we're observing it. The reality that we create is the reality that is observed. Ooh, look at the sun shining through right behind your head. Ooh, that's beautiful.
And different spectrums in it. Like, one of the things about we appreciate you, cuz Neil Negus and Noah in here. We got Ali. Quantum physics and consciousness, being able to see the unseen, the money that comes into our world, the manifestation, and great read, by the way.
Thank you.
Everything starts off as a thought or a vibration or a wave. If you want to understand the universe, I let go of negative. I like, what's up, Sandy Gallagher? Like Bob Proctor is screaming at us. And because we're giving the attention to it. But in the midst of letting go of negative thoughts and vibrations so that you can raise your vibration and vibrate higher, uh, everything starts as a thought or feeling or frequency before it comes as a word, a spoken word. So, or I always talk about operating from the crown up. And in the crown, we have vibrations and particles that give off frequencies that paints pictures. I tell you, when I hear your sounds, I hear those pockets of particles.
Moving and floating through the wavelengths. So
Absolutely.
Your brain is decoding my sounds.
I'm decoding. This vessel that we're in is one of the dopest processing systems there is. So like what y'all and we invited y'all into is our rising rituals. We've been reading that GoFundMe for the past few days, sharing what our mission is and sharing with to the particles that's in and around us, that's on LinkedIn, that's on Facebook, that's on YouTube, that's on Instagram, that's in our Apple metaverses, in our GoFundMes. We're letting them know, and then we're visualizing. Like while you're talking, I'm visualizing. And then we do the breath work of, like, we usually do the yam for representing the heart space, but I was thinking to do the vam today and the lam to bring the heart space or the sounds into this reality, into this physicality, because Vam represents sacral energy, creative force, creative energy, and Lam represents how you talk about the root. It represents the physical manifestation. And yo, Noah's on it, bro. You see what he said?
I'm reading it.
Can you read it aloud?
I look around and what do I see? Pure potentiality, bodies of atoms conducting electricity. Fuck yeah.
So we appreciate
That makes me think of a waterfall, yo.
Niagara Falls.
No.
That's what Tesla had used to power certain parts of upstate New York. So sound, physical light, like the light, they can't see it in the Instagram, but it's the light up here in the other ones. Um, and the belief, the intention that you have behind it. I work with Speak Freely and Reimagining Solidarity because I believe that you see even as you talked this morning, and some of the clips was talking about, is the U.S. going to be separated into different nations? Of course it is.
Yeah.
They came and took this whole nation and told everybody that was here, y'all are now foreigners on our land. I'm like, that's some bullshit.
Right. I don't mind. Like, I was thinking about that. I was like, I don't really want to own a state or own any land, but I definitely want to be able to travel between all nations.
Yeah, man, you own yourself.
Yeah.
Own yourself. Own your own vibration and have a solution, a mission. That's why we shared our mission statement. That's why when we continue to go out, when we communicate with people, right now we're manifesting catching this baby within a month. We're manifesting blessing ways. Yeah, I know. Within a month, bro. Yeah. So
Yeah, we're 8 months along now.
so it's like Bao Bay is going to bring a lot of joy and a lot of opportunity for us to grow, a lot of opportunity for us because they bring out dope sounds and vibration. They come with their own packet of information that if you just pay attention to them, they'll be able to engage it with you within the way they look and stuff. So like I'm going to do the bomb and then you do us with the lam. And then we're going to go into um, let's go with 9 minutes of silence and visualization. We visualize what we just talked about in our missions. Okay? So deep breath in. Release the ocean breath.
I just watched that episode of Atlanta recently with the little kid who suggested that.
What's that?
It was an episode of Atlanta where the child is like, "Mommy, do you need to take an ocean breath?" I just watched that.
Hey. And this one we're gonna let out a vom. Next, we're gonna do another ocean breath, and then E is gonna lead us with the lam. Deep breath in. Release.
No, sorry, I got ahead of myself.
Yeah, bro, you release it on your time.
Yeah, man.
Like learning how to get in a rhythm is what we're learning. Good job. You just great job, King.
We out here.
Us showing up on this one now. You see it?
The sun.
Uh-huh.
That's ooh, look at that. That's beautiful.
It is.
And we'll take a deep breath in. And release the lam.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that sun, a screenshot. It didn't work. But we're gonna go into 9 minutes. It's 10:23, so 10. So 10:32. Enjoy your visualization.
That's wild. I'm looking into your eyes through the metta. Looking into your eyes through the metta. I am excited for the future that is being prepared for us. As we continue to stay alive, continue to stay alive, as we continue to stay alive.
9 minutes of silence and visual. It's always great.
4.5 minutes for me.
Incremental. It's about paying attention. These rituals that we did for the past 30 minutes are rituals that once you start creating them throughout your entire 1,440 minutes of your day, you will start to shift your reality. You'll start to see dope ass opportunities. We was just watching ourselves watch ourselves through the watching of ourselves. So it's just like, and you did a great job. Shout out to David Icke. That's where the reference of the quantum physics information was coming from. Shout out to our communications and conversations earlier. What's the homie that you were discussing? Because that contrast made space for this broadcast.
Unlock Vade Manon.
Peace, a pleasure, blessings to them as we navigate through all of the frequencies that are in the same realm as us right now. Hey, hey, I'm really a shaman. That's really a shaman in that belly right there. And all those that claim that shaman or that claim the owl or the bear or the of the world, we looking to connect with y'all. So this has been a blessed, a 369 moment of rising rituals with that. Look, all that ancestor. That's ancestor right there. With the ancestors, AX, Sarah, the Crispin, the Fong, Elijah, Morganos, the Marshes, the Jacksons, Geronimos, the Dositos, Renees, the Pearls, the Emies, the Chi-Ois, the Terrys. And what we're doing now is calling out our ancestors. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh la yeah. The Hashi Hashi. Oh yeah. Oh shunana. And Auntie Renee. We're grateful. We give blessings, tons of peace. Go out and create today.